Shall we begin?
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Let's begin now.
Ignore me no more, or forever miss me gone. Stop caring, I will. Mute. Aha. Woohoo!
Hey.
Hi. Welcome to my painting party.
All right.
I'm like, I would maybe on some nights even be doing this anyway, painting this late and painting until past midnight. That's kind of my jam. It's kind of what I do. So there's a couple people watching. If you're watching, if you would like to come in and hang out and chit chat, I pinned the StreamYard link in the YouTube channel. Hi, Brianna. Good morning. Good evening. Brianna will be joining us in a bit when she can.
Cool.
Yeah. So I in the last 2 hours of my campaign.
Nice.
What's that? I'm like, what? I did a campaign? Who's that girl? I don't know. It's such a, so surreal. The whole thing is just surreal. The whole thing. So.
Yeah, I've never made a campaign before, but I want to. It's what we're gonna aim for.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool, experiencing that and learning how all that goes.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it if I hadn't had the support and the input and the people that answered questions when I was asking a million questions. We have another attendee. Hello, Pops, darling. Hello.
Hey, it's Pops.
Say hello. Yeah, Pops is going to turn into a pumpkin soon, but
yeah, I got to get up with the kids in a couple hours, man. It's like, y'all, I used to live on the West Coast. I used to be able to do that, hang out late, shit. Now,
you technically did hang out late because it's late there.
Because I got friends in Arizona, right? And they're just getting started, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. It's just like that.
So Pop, say hi to Brianna. She's in chat. She said Doris did the thing. She's gonna join in. She's got her morning routine, and she's gonna join in about 7:30 her time, which is 10:30 our time. She'll be joining in.
1:30 our time.
Right. What time is it? Wait, what time is it there for you? You're East Coast, which means it's like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Exactly.
Holy hell. Holy heck, man.
It's after midnight for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. It's late for Frank as well. I'm glad you guys know each other. I don't have to make introductions. Frank was telling me that he's, they're thinking, at some point they're going to do a campaign, and I'm like, yeah, well, I would still do it. If I had to do it over again, I'd still do it. It was emotional, but it wasn't. It's made me a little crazy here and there, but I've got through it. Okay.
It got real fun once you got funded, huh?
Yeah. Pops, I have to tell you something. I don't know what other people believe, but I was at my son's football game, my younger boy, right? And I haven't spent as much time with him and my oldest son's in college. I haven't seen my oldest son since he graduated from high school. And that's been kind of that I try not to even talk about it. It gets me so emotional and upset. I've never gone this long without seeing my oldest kid. And the campaign was a nice distraction from all of those emotions with that. And then I'm at my kid's football game, my younger boy, who's still here, who's in his junior year. And I get home and I, just randomly like, okay, let me check this, let me check that. I'm checking email. I didn't even go to the campaign. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? Like funded while I was at the game.
Yep.
And then and every morning I've woke up to, I think this morning there was one contribution. Yesterday there were two, and then there's been a couple of contributions today. Like, I'm actually at the point now. Hi, Frog G. Look, I got my moderators here. Okay, words of much beauty, artwork. Oh, I have to put this on the screen. So this is the haiku that Frog G wrote. Words of much beauty, artwork worthy of poems on Indiegogo. Hi, Josh Michael. Just quietly observing. Oh, you're so sweet. And of course, Frog G, of course, shared the link as he would magically do in his wonderfulness. There is a link in the YouTube stream, Frog G, if you want to come in and hang out. Frog G and a couple of other guys hung out with me on an art stream till like 4. I don't think Frog G stayed with us the whole time, but we were literally in an art stream for at least the longest one I've had. It was like almost 5 hours long.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, because it was just a random night, just painting away, friends painting, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, look, Mo Biggs. Ooh, haiku. Wait,
Mo's here.
your haiku was prettier, but mine was a public service announcement. Hold on, I have to go right now and do this quick little thing. Mo Biggs is now a moderator for your channel. Haha, go Mo. Hail Mo Biggs. And Brianna, best way to promote Doris's work at Frog G,
Brianna.
right? Brianna's coming in to join us around 10:30 my time. So she'll be here. She's doing her stuff. She's got her animals and stuff, and she's planning on coming in. Yeah, I've been in touch. Her and I have stayed in touch, Pops, and we're still gonna get a stream together and do a stream together on Madness. So when that time comes, we'll be getting with you about it.
Good.
Yeah. So
I have to do this because everybody else is.
Well, you already know how I feel about you, but it never hurts to say it again and again. But like, none of this would have even. Here goes Pops today. Aw, is that a haiku you just did? Is this the one you wrote before though? I think.
Yeah, this is the one that I
love
had
this.
to go find it in the chat. Yeah.
I have it. Yeah, I have it saved in a Word doc I have with a bunch of other haikus that I've been saving along the way. Here goes Pops today, listening to Dory J, humbled by her way. Aw.
This shit even rhymes, baby. Look at that.
Right? Well, it's just I worked on more of the pages. Well, the pages are done. You know this, all the art's done. All the haikus. Yes, Brianna. I know, right? I have enough haikus written for me that I could totally fill up a whole nother volume. In addition to the fact that, I have, I think now total, I have 3 digital digital images I'm going to be creating for people who back that particular perk. So they're going to get a personalized haiku that's personally written about them by me. And then I get to do all of the illustrating and the artwork. I get to do that for, I think it's 3, maybe 4 backers actually. Mo Big says, Pops took it to the next level by rhyming. Oh, right. And I actually thought about that, Mo. Like I thought about doing, a set of them that is real specific about either a certain topic. Well, and I have the one that someone actually backed, and he said I could share it, and it's on my Twitter. But he actually backed the one perk where they could actually write the haiku. So I know. So volume 2 of my book is going to be the first time someone will get a co-contributor type of credit on one of my publications. It's really, I woke up, I was like, what? He did what? I'm like, all right. So
Well, see, mine is also in direct response to yours.
I love yours and mine together.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You said there goes Pops one day, and I said,
Yep.
here goes Pops today. You know, it's kind of like it's a response to yours. So
I should add it to the dedication page in the manuscript. That's what I should do, because there's room on that page. There totally is. It's already in there. It's not, it'd be super easy to add it. So I'm doing a figure skater. I've done so many ballet dancers, because ballet was one of my loves.
You're doing a figure skating skater.
I'm doing a figure skater. Yep, I've done. Yeah. Well, I thought about it. I'm like, they're the two things I just love. I remember when I was in foster care, I got to go to the Superdome with the foster home, the group home I lived in. They took us to the Superdome, and I got to watch the Nutcracker ballet, the ballet. And once I got into the ballet and figured out what it was, and I was like, holy crap. And then as I got older, I started following figure skating and ballet as much as I could. Not as much as I could afford. I couldn't go to as many shows as I would like to, but I would if I could. Oh man, if money were no object, I'd be traveling. I'd go to the Winter Olympics. I'd do all that jazz. I just love it so much. But I've done so many ballet dancers in my paintings. I realized after I did the last ballet, I did another ballet girl recently, another ballerina, and I realized I had never done a figure skater. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. I need to do a figure skater. So I'm going to do a figure skater in kind of on the same black 8x10, so that her and they don't have to be sold together or anything like that, but they kind of will be similar. I'm going to do a bunch of flurry, like her dress is going to be probably the most elaborate part of the picture, really. Mads Mama Bear, get in here, woman. Brianna says, I always wanted to be a figure skater growing up, but my parents protected me from my own extreme clumsiness. It was a wise choice. My clumsiness is next level. And yes, beautiful Mads Mama Bear is here in chat. And no, that's so cute. I think that's the raised hand. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I was do you follow the Olympics at all, either of you? Anything in the Olympics at all? Anything?
I used to follow everything.
Really? What was your favorite?
Out of what? I mean,
out of all of it, like winter or summer. That's an easy start. What's your favorite?
You mean out of the Olympics?
Yeah.
I have stuff I like better than the Olympics.
Okay. Oh, I was asking about the Olympics. I was asking if there was anything.
I like the Winter Olympics. I like
the Winter Olympics too.
The slalom skiing and the luge and all that crazy stuff.
I like the
I'm not so much the figure skater fan guy, but I like the speed skating. They go around that little track all super fast. That's kind of cool. They wipe out, that's kind of cool.
The speed skating.
But I really like the bobsled and the luge. They get on those ice tracks and they're hauling
it. The downhill skiers, I can dig that too. Like, there's not as popular to me, but for sure, like mesmerizing watching them go down those. Watching them go down, you're like, any minute, they're gonna just die, and I'm like on the edge of my seat.
Going fast. Anything
right?
Where somebody's going all out as fast as they can go. I don't care if it's cars, boats, airplanes. I'll watch two marbles race down a hill. I don't give a shit.
Oh man. My dad, one of my fondest memories of my biological dad was he took me to I don't think it was NASCAR, but it was definitely those cars that are stock cars. That's what it is. Those stock cars. He took me to a stock car show race thing. And that was amazing, man. That was some gnarly stuff. Saw all kinds of, and it wasn't like the fancy shows with all the money. It was like one of those, like, you know, mom and pop kind of tracks or whatever, which meant there were tons of she said, is it a raised hand? I thought it was a wave. Oh, okay. Why use emotes when they're intended, right? What's funny, Brianna, one of my favorite, Mad says LOL counts as both for me, right? One of my favorite emojis that people use that it's kind of funny. It's not really funny that they use it, but the high five emoji is used a lot for the prayer hands, and it's not prayer hands. And people they'll use it to you know, they mean pray, but they're really high fiving. So it's kind of so sometimes I'll see the post and someone will say, oh, you know, I just found out my grandma has cancer, or my someone died, or whatever. And then someone will inevitably high five them in the comments. And I'm like, oh man, this poor child does not know the emojis. I want to get
I'm very glad it's after midnight and nobody's really watching me.
I usually leave that alone. Like, I usually try not to make any comments on that one, because people just, you know, I know what they mean, but it every time though I go, God, man, I wish I you know, if I were meaner, I'd say something, but I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna. Oh man, but it does. It's like, what? How do you not know?
So you got a couple hours left on this thing, right?
Yeah, I do.
Do we have anybody dropping links? Anybody dropped the link for you?
Frog G did. I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, Frog G.
It's in the chat.
Yeah,
the link is in the chat. Go check it out. Last chance.
Let's
She
see
ain't
what
going in demand, y'all. It ain't happening.
There might be a sad dog in the background when I come. She's decided to be very upset about her 2 other humans having left for work. We will be fine with an upset dog. If you clearly, Brianna has never seen your dogs during a live stream, Pops. So she's worried about hers. Elbow cough. Everyone uses it as a dab, but it's an elbow cough. Maybe they are high-fiving God. Yeah, you know, this is a good point. Mo Biggs. Maybe they are high-fiving God to call in a favor. You know, my God would actually communicate that way. So that checks out. I really do think that checks out. I kid you not, man. I cuss at him like he's, you know, my best friend. We have conversations sometimes.
Like, hey, yo, fix that shit.
I know, right? Oh, my favorite, Pops, is like when someone's being just a total, like straight up ass. I literally will look at the sky and go, you know what? They are all yours, because I'll go to prison over this. I'm going to leave this man alone. I'm not going to prison. And I've told God that a few times.
You know what's hilarious? You see this, that one right there.
Yep.
They are gorgeous, but you know
They
where
are.
they're at right now? They're up there bugging the kids. They're up there with the kids where they're sleeping. They don't sleep down here. They don't come down here at night. They come down here during the day, all day. If I'm on the stream, they're all up in my. But at night, they're up there with the kids. And I think that's a protection thing. I think they're just like, you know, you're
That's
not going down that hallway. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. My roommate
coming out of every room, you're in trouble, boy.
My roommate's dog is like that. We don't even lock the door. Like, the only time this house is the door's locked is when we literally.
Don't say that live, Dory. Don't say that.
No, like, this dog will kill you. You better. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Don't tell people you leave your door unlocked. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, they better know how to defend themselves, because that dog will take their throat out. It's not asking for ID. I'm just saying. His name is Capone, and he is just like, gotta keep the small. It is no. Yes, she's right. No kidding, right?
That's how it is. It's like they're up there. You know, that's what I mean. That hallway down toward their bedrooms. There's a dog probably in each room. And if you go down that hallway and they don't know who you are, you got one coming from every direction. It's not going to be pretty.
And they're still fairly young too, huh?
Yeah, and it's the only time you ever see that real vicious come out of them. Like, you can be like playing with the kids, and the dogs come around the corner thinking that something's like serious, you know, they don't realize you're playing. They'll come at you hard. And you're like, oh, whoa, we're having fun over here. Chill out. Dog.
Yeah, right. I love this, man. She says, I can think of a few celestial beings that would high five, a couple that would do the finger guns. Right? Like yep, I know. I get that, man. I can totally relate to that. I have the same, man. You know, there's one of my favorite things to say is like what we were talking about, like let God have people that get on our bad side or whatever. I'm truly convinced that karma is the bitch God uses when he's busy. He's like, I'm busy. You're going to have to go take care of that. He literally will tell karma, that's all you. And when he's really pissed off and he needs to kind of make a statement on a global level, that's what hurricanes and earthquakes and Mother Nature's for. She's there to put us all in our place. My dog looks like a cuddly stuffed snow fox come alive, but when you look at me the wrong way, she turns into Ghost from Game of Thrones. Oh,
That's what happens over there.
Yep.
They love them kids. Them kids are their, you know, I guess siblings, if you want to look at it that way, you know.
I think the dogs think of it that way. I mean, like the whole reason dogs became the so-called man's best friend thing is because of the relationships they developed with humans, even when they were wild. It's in their nature. You know, it was in wolves' nature to do that. Have you seen, Pops, have you seen the movie Alpha yet?
I feel like they like us, the adults, but they love the kids.
I bet you that's absolutely true.
I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They tolerate us.
They tolerate us.
But they love the kids, you know. I don't think that them dogs would protect me like they would the kids.
I think if you were in danger, maybe. They probably
let my ass get ate.
Well, I would imagine it's very clear to them that those kids are less, you know, able to protect themselves than you know, for sure. Have you ever heard of the movie Alpha, or have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
One of the best movies, man. I tell people they should watch it, but I never tell them what it's about because and I'm not going to say another word because I will not spoil the ending of that movie. My cats are protective of my kid as if she was part of the pride, right? That is no kidding. I had a cat like that. I had a cat at the same time as I had a Cocker Spaniel. The pack looks after the puppies. Yep. So my Cocker Spaniel and my cat, they were they you know, they might as well have just been the same breed or same species. I swear they were literally sisters, like in the best ways sisters. And except they didn't really fight. Like sisters usually had a love-hate kind of thing, but no, they didn't really fight. They loved everything about those two was all love. And I think if Molly, my Cocker Spaniel, if she had been a bigger dog, maybe Nikki wouldn't have been in such a friendly mood as a cat. But her and Molly got along great. They got along just great. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I did do a lot of. Oh man, this is like my 4th or 5th stream today. I've been all over the place.
I know.
I'm trying to hold out long enough to meet Brianna before, but I'm getting tired.
She said 10:30 my time, so in about 5 minutes or so. I know she had to get the animals all situated and stuff. And
yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to hold out. I am. But while we've been doing this, now look, we got George. George that we were talking to earlier, right? On Neff's stream, and Ernest and Devin are all joining RJ's panel.
Sunday night. Good.
So we got a full panel Sunday night, a full panel Saturday night, a full panel Friday night, and a full freaking lineup for Crom Con. It's amazing. I love it.
That is super. And I should be in chat or watching for most of it, other than when I'm doing my spotlight show at 6. That is the only time I'll be doing my own thing. And I know I'm coming on for my slot, but other than that, I have my show at 6. So
That's okay. You got to do your thing. I just, I mean, I think it's everybody pretty much knows now the last weekend of the month I'm going to do this, and
oh yeah.
it's like some people are totally down, want to be all the way part of it. And some people actually set up other stuff the last weekend of the month. What can I do?
Well, my spotlight show, I do my spotlight shows on Sundays at 6. That's been a thing for months. And I will be not, after I'm done in October, I don't stream again until May. I don't stream during the holidays. And yes, the holidays start.
Holidays end in May.
Yes, Pop.
Hey, Gary's here.
All right, get this. The holidays for me start with Halloween. Okay.
Gary?
Hi, Gary Hodges. Evening, all. You can't blame him for wanting to be surrounded by pretty ladies. Nope, can't. And Brianna says, "Pops, don't torture yourself for my sake." Aw, she's looking out for you.
I've talked to Brianna a bunch of times. We sent emails back and forth. I gotta at least get a few minutes of "Hi, how you doing? See your face. What's up?
What's up?" Frog says, "Hi, Gary." Yeah, so I'm going to be. I have shows on Sundays and Saturdays all through October and all that jazz, but then I literally will turn into a pumpkin October 30th at midnight. You will not see me. I'll probably be on streams as a guest. Maybe I'll definitely be working. Are you still going to have me do Mondays with you?
Halloween weekend is CromCon 18.
Okay. Well, I'll be.
I expect all the guests to wear costumes.
Oh, that's easy, man. Oh my God, get this, Pops. I'm going to help out with the music festival next April for this local music festival here. And me and the radio station owner and I were talking about me coming up and performing one of my spoken word poems and stuff. And I'm going to wear my Amazon beauty gear. So if you want me to come on CromCon in my Amazon beauty gear, I got no problem. That's quite an outfit. It's quite an outfit.
If you're gonna come out for Halloween night at CromCon, you gotta at least put on a costume. Like I can cosplay as Pops, but I'm not gonna do that.
It's funny. My cosplay costume is me, but it's quite different than how you guys have been used to seeing me. That's for sure. It's all black. It's all black leather, some buckles, and all kinds of leather and snaps and whips and chains and all that jazz. And then I have a wig. I might wear the wig. I don't know, but yeah, I'm down. Wait, what does this say? Hold on. What does Mad say? Safe to say, yep, we got this part. Oh wait, yeah, open invite. I would have totally gone on today, yesterday I was invited, Mads, and I couldn't because I was prepping my spotlight show. I woke up too late. Says the madness is that Pops is a man of the chat with a magic cat. Oh, that's rad. Is that a haiku, Mo?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, that's some badass shit right there. Oh man.
Mo Biggs. What, dude? What?
That's rad. Yeah, Mads, I think I'm pretty sure next Sunday, I have to check my time. I'm a guest on Madness, so I may not be able to join you guys because I know Makani was talking about a stream next Sunday, and now I just remembered that I don't think I can do both because I think they're on at the same time. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what time you're on the Madness.
Look who's here! Hello. Hold on.
There she is.
Here we are.
Look at me. Look at that.
I have
There you go, sweetie.
I have to change my camera so I can say hello.
Hi.
Oh, dogs and technology.
Okay, wait.
There we go.
Every Sunday. What time, Mads? Do you know what time you guys are streaming next Sunday? Mo is a man of culture, Frog G says. That's awesome.
Dude,
And yes, they do stream every Sunday, and I want to say that I may be able to do both. Because what am I? My 2:30
at 1:30 Eastern on Sunday.
Oh, then yeah, 1:30 Eastern.
So, yeah. So
Okay,
you'll
yeah.
be like 10:30 your time or whatever on my show, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, I think that timing-wise, because I want to say that Makani goes later in the early afternoon or something. She'll tell me in a minute, but hopefully she'll tell me. But it sounds like chances are I'll probably be able to do both. It'll be a day of streaming for me because my guest. Hello, Brianna.
Hello.
Sorry.
I kind of hurried here, so my dog ran after me, and now she's hugging
Yeah,
my feet.
this will work, right? It's 3:30 Eastern. That means 2 hours after I'm looking at. Yeah. Okay, this is perfect. That's perfect. Perfect timing. Perfect timing, Mads. Yeah. So, what you doing this morning, Brianna? Other than
Waking up.
What?
Next to waking up.
Other than waking up, yeah. What else is going on?
Well, mainly just work. And I'm getting quite addicted to coloring, I'm afraid.
Now, coloring digitally or just on paper?
With paper now, because I need to save some money for digital coloring tools.
Digital device.
We can help you. We can help you with that. We can figure out ways to help you make money. That's what we do.
That would still feel awkward. I'm not used to that.
I know, right?
You know about Marv, right? You know about Marv, right?
I don't.
The guy who does the book The Sin Killer. He's from Portugal.
Well, I know
Marv. One of our crowd, right? Okay. He the people at his work did a like end around on him, and they started a GoFundMe, and they didn't tell him about it, and they got enough money. They told me, we told people in the group, we like quietly told people, hey, check this out, and they got him enough money so he could get an iPad or a tablet. For drawing.
That's so awesome.
This kind of stuff happens around us in the group, and it's cool as hell. But there's nothing saying we can't do that for you too.
Yeah, he offered to do that for me, and the only reason I said no was because I was quitting my day job, and I knew I was going to be using funds that I had reserved from my PTO and stuff to get mine, because otherwise I would have totally taken Pops up on that offer.
We do our best. I cannot guarantee anything for anybody, but I damn sure try my best.
Wait, what is?
I do not doubt that for a second. You guys are so supportive.
Mads Mama Bear wants to know, where is that accent from? Sounds familiar. Brianna, tell Mads.
I am from
Clearly that's for Brianna.
I am from the Netherlands, but I'm at the Belgian border, so I sound somewhat Flemish when I talk.
No, it's like you sound like the polar opposite of Mike.
Yeah, he's from upriver.
Is it that different, even though you guys are relatively, you guys are kind of relatively close to each other though, right?
Yeah, I live very close to the Belgian border, so we're practically speaking Flemish here.
Is Belgian, what do they speak in Belgium? Is it a language that's unique, or is it French? Why do I think French?
They speak two languages in Belgium. There's a part that's French, and there's a part that's Flemish.
Okay. See, there's something about Belgium that made me think they spoke French or something.
That's because one part of it was France before, and one part was the Netherlands. But
maybe that's why. I don't have a lot of. I really couldn't stand history. It was definitely not the subject I liked, really. Let's see what we got here. She says, LMAO, that would be why my father was born in Amsterdam.
So was mine.
Small world, right?
They're sisters. No.
I highly doubt that. But I would
Don't
have
start any rumors, Pops. I'm just kidding.
I've heard so many weird things over the last few years, though, where people find out, that somebody that they know. Actually, it happened to me when I was a kid. There was a friend of mine in school that I hung out with, and come to find out that he was like my second cousin, and our parents didn't know each other. We just all ended up at like somebody's wedding or something, and they were like, he's like, "What are you doing here?" Oh, my dad, my mom's like related. Oh, well, my mom's related. Oh, no way. Yeah, way.
Oh man,
It happens, yeah.
And we ended up to actually be cousins. It's crazy.
Well,
that kind of stuff happens.
I was very surprised when people from New York actually know how to pronounce my Dutch last name perfectly without me explaining it. And
Right.
apparently it's a very common last name there. So I did a bit of digging and found out that my grandfather's
There he is.
grandfather sailed to New York.
Marv.
And
There's
Sorry.
Marv
Well,
right there.
Sorry,
There's Marv
Marv.
right there.
Speaking of Marv.
He's in the chat. Look at that.
Oh, Marv's
See what I'm
here.
talking about? The family is all
Marv
Marv.
says, "Good morning, sinners. Getting ready for work. I wish you all a great night. Have fun." Matt,
Where's my bookmark?
my family comes from Amsterdam and Friesland. Am I saying that correctly? Friesland?
Friesland.
Honestly, haven't met most of my Dutch family. Frog G, speaking of hell at the singular.
Yeah, we just said something about you, Marvin. There you are. Boom. And it's
Boom. It was like he knew.
you have been summoned.
Right? He's like, oh. So,
back.
guess
All
who's,
right, my friend,
guess who's
my
not
people.
awake yet?
If you're in the chat and you have not backed Dory's book, please go check out Dory's book. Frog has got the link in the chat. Y'all go check it out. Pop's got to go to sleep because I got to get up with the kids in a couple hours, send them off to school. And I got to rest up for my big ass weekend. You know what's up. So
You better get a lot of rest. You got,
Yeah.
You
I got
always
a
do.
big weekend.
You'll be fine.
No, I don't. I don't get any rest. I promoted all the way up to the last minute. I don't get out of this chair like I should. And then I
Wow.
sit in it all weekend.
Thanks for staying up for me, folks. It was nice to
Hi,
meet you.
Meredith. There's a link to come in if you want to come chat, Meredith.
No, she's
Congratulations
not going
on the
in
success
demand,
of
Meredith.
the campaign.
She's killing this thing when it's over. She is
No, I'm not going in demand. No, I have too many other, I said this earlier when someone asked me, I literally have 3 written books that are written, waiting for my attention. And so I won't be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
go out. I'm gonna
later,
I'm gonna
Pops,
do-
Snow says later.
I'm gonna do my rest thing. You bring Meredith in, take my place, keep it going to the end.
The link
Make
is pinned on
get
YouTube,
more
man.
backers. Do what you got to do. Get this thing, take it to the end, Dory.
I will be right here until 11:59. Oh, but did you hear what I said, Pops? Small guess who hasn't woke up yet?
What? Who hasn't woke up yet?
Yeah, guess who's supposed to be here right now but hasn't woke up yet? I'll give you one guess.
Mr. Rich.
Yep. He's still
You told
sleeping.
him- You told him to go hit the rum and coke. What do you expect?
I probably did too. He knows how to
I'm
find
out of
me.
here.
Night, sweet pie. I love you.
Congratulations. Nice meeting you, Brianna. Finally.
Nice
Oh,
to
we
meet
will
you.
talk.
Bye,
We'll
Pops.
talk. Mr.
Girl,
Salazar.
don't worry about
good night,
that.
sir.
Meredith, you have actually, while Meredith is here, and I don't know if Marv's still in chat, but Meredith here, who's in chat, she is actually getting a page of artwork from the haiku book because she won it when Marv was doing his closing campaign closeout.
Yeah.
So she, don't worry about the book, but she's definitely getting art from the book. She's going to get one of the pages. I already have the page set aside for her.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I already have the page that I picked out for Meredith set aside, so we're good.
Well, you make sure you show it to us after you send it to her and she says it's okay. Make sure you let us all know which
Oh,
one.
I have one there on the wall. I don't know if you can see
You
it.
got one on
Yeah,
the wall.
I don't really share what I give people or send to people. I leave that to them because you know, I mean, I had a
Nice.
lot of really good mentors work with me to put this campaign together. Lots of them.
There's
And one of the
more.
biggest things I got told
Oh wow.
over and over again,
He did Grom.
Hey, cool.
even if
Grom, check
even
him
if
out.
it's good information, even if it's nice information, it is not my job to give out any information about my backers or my people. It's just not. And I got warned many times. And all it's so no. She'll know what she gets, and it'll be up to her to share what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
If you share it after you know it's okay with her to share it. To share it.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Share it.
Yeah, no. Well, it's like I joked on that today when I was making fun of Rich getting a package from me. I'm not about to say what I sent him and share what I sent him. It's none of my. That's not my concern. It's his art. It's his. You know, that's up to him to share it.
Yeah, I know, and he didn't. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Well, yeah. And then that's fine. That's part of what keeps my ego in check, Pops. I really do. I don't expect anyone to go sharing what I gave them online or share it. You know what I mean? Like,
You told him to share it with me, and he said, no.
well, admittedly, today I was being I was in such a mood this morning. I was in a good mood this morning, in the good way,
Well,
like a good way mood.
You should be in a good mood. You funded. You get to do this. Come on, man. Everybody's having fun doing this.
Yeah. This was really fun, actually. It really was. I had a lot of moments where I thought my nerves were going to get the best of me, but otherwise, I've done okay. I've actually been really excited by it.
Today was pretty awesome. I mean, I opened Blood and Bullets. I did an unboxing this morning. Opened Blood and Bullets. Then I came out here and did Monday Madness. That was a great show. We had great guests, Mike Barron. It was awesome. And then you and I came out here with Ernest finally talking about Onyx Comics. I'm so glad that's taking off now. Then we went and hung out with Neff over there in his closing stream.
Yep.
And now we're here with you in your closing stream. I feel like I'm already in CromCon, man. I've been out here all day.
It has been a really good day, though. It has been a really good day of independent creators supporting each other and showing each other love. That's what it's been, really, for me. I got to meet another poet today. You guys, it's so cute because Brianna, one of the guys on the show earlier, is a writer and he wrote a comic book. But then as soon as he said he was a poet, I couldn't care less about his comic book.
Doris tried to steal the show.
Yes.
Kindred spirits.
I'm going to leave that up for a minute because Mavericks is actually still live until 1 a.m. my time, I think.
Yeah.
Or wait. 3 a.m. Oh, it's live until my campaign. We're counting down at the same time. Yeah. See, math is not my strong suit. Time change. Like when Brianna and I are talking, I'm like, what time is it there? Like I have to ask her sometimes. I'm like, what time is it for you? Because otherwise I get so lost.
They both close at the same time.
How about you talk for a while and tell me what's going on with you? How's life? How's Brianna? You get messages back and forth, but no, I got you on the stream and put you on the spot.
Yeah. No, I'm doing good. I got a lot of stuff, like private life's a bit busy, but you get that sometimes. I'm still chipping away at my novel, so steady as it goes, I guess.
And you're working on coloring. You said you're doing a lot of coloring. So
yeah.
Are you going to bed then, Pops? Are you pumpkin? He's done. He's like, I'm out.
In just a second.
He's trying to leave all.
I did want to hear.
I just realized he was in the middle of saying goodbye, and I just went off to you, and I'm like, he's still here, poor guy. He's like, damn, I'm trying to get out of here. It's a Southern thing, Pop. Southern people start saying goodbye 3 hours before we expect to leave the room.
I know. And I did want to say, look, everybody in our little family is really going above and beyond anymore. Everybody is. It's amazing. Having a great time. I'm going to go to bed. You guys try to get a few more backers, man. Share it out to a few more groups. on Facebook. You know, I mean, anybody share it out everywhere. You know, let's see if we can get Dory just a couple more backers before it's over. I'm gonna drop this link in a few groups before I go to bed. Y'all have a great night. Love you.
Thank you, loves. Thanks, Meredith. Meredith says, have a great night, everyone. Got to get some sleep. Wanted to give loves. And what is this word? Is that a word you know, Brianna?
Yes, that's goedenacht, and it means good night.
Oh, cool.
Goedenacht.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Meredith. Like, I learned a new word tonight. I'm like, I know that. I looked at that and I went, I think that word is for Brianna.
It's Dutch for good night.
Said good night to Pops, and Pop says peace all. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so you were telling me, I was asking you about the coloring you've been doing. What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm trying to, well, I mean, I can take it at my leisure because my job is writing novels, right? So, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can because I'm not starting from scratch, but it's been really long since I did art.
So you've been writing this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you like looking, do you want to get back into the art just because, or do you feel like you're missing it?
Yeah, I'm really rediscovering a passion. I'm really happy to get back to it. Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, kind of just, I actually don't know what happened. It just kind of disappeared for a while.
You know, I get it. I get that. Like, well, I think I might have, I don't know. I don't know if I even told you this story, but like, I didn't, I did art my whole life in one way or another, but I didn't really show it to anyone. And I certainly didn't sell it until about 6.5 years ago. I was dating someone who was an artist. He did artwork on surfboards, like, yeah, big, huge pieces on surfboards. And I just happened to sketch him one night while we were watching a movie. And I show him a sketch, and it was in the first time in our entire relationship, he raised his voice at me, and he was not that kind of guy. He was like, he was the perfect example of the chill, you know, 420 friendly, low key surfer dude, like straight up out of that movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, you know, the Sean Penn character. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like and he raised his voice at me. He's like, what? You know, and you're not showing me what? How do I not know this? And then he looks at me and he goes, have you always been able to draw like this? And I go, yeah. And famous last words, I go, I have more. And he goes, more? And I go to my closet. I literally came out. I jokingly say I came out of the closet because I go to my closet and out comes 3 decades of artwork I had been like working on or had sketched or had done or whatever for like my whole life from the age of like 14, 15 till then, you know? And he's just like, oh my God, it was too funny. It was really too funny. And as soon as I got all of that out and showed it to him, I did another piece, a whole completely separate, totally different piece than the one I had sketched that night. It was a painting of his hands in a prayer position because when he would surf, he used to surf competitively, and he would, when he would go out, right before he would take the first wave of a set, he would lay on his board, flat on his back, facing the sky, and he would put his hands in a prayer position, and he would pop back up, and he would take a wave. Brianna, there's live video footage of this on freaking YouTube. I'm like, what? Anyway, I painted that prayer. I painted the hands in that position from one of his. I took a still shot of one of his videos and I used it as my reference. And it was the first painting that sold. I sold it.
Wow.
Yeah, because by the time I got it done and I was finished with it, he was no longer my boyfriend, and I didn't give 2 fucks about keeping the painting, so I sold it.
Silver lining and all that.
That's kind of like my favorite part of the story, actually. He's a sweetheart. He really is a sweetheart, but he has a lot to do with why I ever showed my work to someone who wasn't family. Basically, is the point. And look at me now. Look at me now, man. I'm in a closeout art stream where I'm
1 hour and 10 minutes.
I'm letting people see me paint live on an art stream. Who am I? I don't even know who I am sometimes. Cracks me up. Okay, so you're getting back into it, and are you starting with sketching or coloring other things?
Yeah, I'm mainly focusing on coloring now because getting into the skills of artists, I mean, I know, having learned writing from scratch, how daunting a task that is. So I was like, I want to rediscover the passion for it first so that I'm motivated to keep going when it gets difficult. Because if I just jump in the deep end now, I'm going to get demotivated.
Oh, I can relate to that. Oh, go ahead. We talked about you doing the coloring book of my book. I have a coloring book version of it. I don't know why. I don't think, as many times as you and I have talked about it, I don't think I sent it to you, but I'm gonna have to send that to you. Part of it is because the one I have, I still have a few things I'm gonna do to it. I'm gonna put a few more things in it before it's done.
I know how much I'm stressing out about drawing a page for you at my skill level at the moment. It's like, what am I doing? Why?
Well, we talked about you coloring one of mine.
Yeah, and then me making one for you to ink and color.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been trying, but I got the imposter syndrome popping up every now and again.
Oh, girl. So I didn't introduce you to Frank, by the way. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible host. Frank,
Well,
this is Brianna.
I know of her.
You know of her. I'm sorry, you guys.
How?
Brianna.
What's his name? Of Lucifer Storm and Russ Leaches on their stream. I would be in the chats.
Oh, there we go. That was my first appearance in the comic community.
Nice. I know that's usually how I've either met people through chat or I've met them by like watching a stream they were on or something like that. That's usually how it happens. That's how I met Frank. We were in a chat at the same chat of the same creator, I think, at the same time. Yeah.
Which creator was it now? Was it Peter?
I'm pretty sure it was Peter. Yep. Pretty sure. Yeah. It's fun.
He streamed this morning.
He did not.
Was it this morning or he streamed?
Peter Palmiani did not stream this morning.
Or yesterday. He streamed recently.
No, you're gonna freak me. He uploaded something.
Oh, okay, he uploaded. Well, he dropped a video. I didn't catch it, so I just saw the notification. So
I'm sitting here going, I know I got the links, and I did catch Machini went live today. Brianna, if you don't follow Machini, you would love him. He said he might spawn tonight if he's up. If he might be asleep. He's on the east. No, I don't know where he is. Honestly,
somewhere from the world.
I don't know where he is technically, but no, it was look at me. I'm such a live feed junkie. I'm sitting here going, no, that was not a live feed. That was Peter uploading a video. I totally know. Frank, you're ruining my joke by talking. Mo says she must feel like she's known Frank for years with the way he never stops talking. Oh my God. Mo is teasing because Frank doesn't talk. And then Mo says, Frank, you're ruining my joke by talking. That was Mo that said that, not Mads. Mads says Maki is in California. Yeah, he said he might come in. So hopefully, yes, Maki.
Awesome.
Oh my God. Look what I just got today. I was going to wait until he came in because he said he was going to pop in. But I got some magnets from him. I'm going to leave them right there in that little baggie. Because I don't know if he's still awake, but he did say he was going to try to come in. He did not commit to it, which is perfectly understandable. It's late. I know that. It's late at night.
I gave him a
What?
I gave him a sub on the channel.
Good. Yeah, so they're he's he'll upload like speed time-lapse videos. He streams a couple times a week sometimes, and then I know for sure I will be on his stream with him and Mads Mama Bear, who's in chat, on Sunday. We were just confirming that because he asked me this, I think it was just the other day, and I said yes, and then I realized I'm going to be on Comic-Con, or oh my god, my brain is frying. I was like, it's kind of frying, but yeah,
You're almost there.
I get mesmerized when I watch certain creators, and that's why when he said Peter was live this morning, I'm like, no, he was not, because I would have remembered. I would have totally, like, I was watching other streams, but I've been known to put multiple streams on at the same time. I'm just saying.
Yes, I do that too.
Oh yeah, well, I started. Speaking of Makani, there's he has a bunch of playlists on his channel, and so I've been putting the playlist on. Like when I go to the kitchen and make dinner or I'll put it on, and I'll bring the phone with me and have it just playing because I'm gonna get his watch hours up. That's for sure. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get that man's watch hours up because he's yeah. There's a few that are just like super. They're not only just incredible artists, but they're like super friendly and super nice, and they're great to their chat and they're great to their fans. And I dig that, man. I dig that a lot. So I'm all down for that. What?
Okay, cool. I'm trying to talk, but I'm also inking a page, so I'm trying to like, okay, I gotta focus.
I know.
Multitasking, man.
Well,
I'll show some of it too.
Oh yeah, so speaking of, Brianna was talking about, having a digital device at some point, Frank. When I got my XP pen, he gave me a few tips on some things, on how to do some things on it that I didn't really know how to do. I definitely like it. It has absolutely become what I use to make my coloring pages for my coloring books. So like this piece I'm doing on canvas, straight on canvas, right? Obviously there's no sketch. But what I did with the other one I took a picture of the ballerina. I did a ballerina recently. I think you saw it on Instagram, maybe, Brianna. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But I took the picture of the ballerina and I pulled it up on my XP pen and I inked it on there. Oh, I basically did a draw over so that I have a coloring page for my coloring book. It's easy to just take to create a coloring page on a piece that I've inked on paper. Those are really easy because I just scan it and stuff and then clean up the edges. But on a painting, the only way to do a coloring page of it is to take a photograph, and then the digital thing has made it easier to do that than what I used to do. I'd light board a copy, which was okay. It's okay, but it's not as nice. A light board of the copy is okay. I can do it, but inking it over on a digital device as a drawer is actually pretty cool.
I'm burning through a lot of graphite paper right now, so maybe that stops when I go digital.
With your sketching?
Well, no, because I can't really draw and I need things to color. I tend to just, print it out and use graphite paper to transfer it to thick watercolor or marker paper because the light board doesn't shine through it.
Oh, yeah. I have some sketch cards that are watercolor paper. They're the kind of paper that you later, everybody. Good night, Mo. Mo's out.
Oh, bye, Mo.
Thank you so much for chopping in. Yeah, I have my haiku book that I illustrated, the one that was closing out at 11:59. It when I did it, I did all of the pages using my Sketchpad paper, which is paper I used to do ages ago. And it works fine. All of the original pieces are perfectly fine, but I will, when I sit down to do volume 2, I've already decided that I'm going to invest in getting a pad of the specific pad that's for watercolors itself, like the actual, because there is a difference, and it's a thicker paper, yeah, but I'm definitely going to use a better paper for volume 2 when I get to that point.
This is pretty much where my skill level is at with drawing.
Oh, that's
I guess
not bad.
It's okay for cartoons, I guess, but what is anatomy?
I like her hair. The hair is my favorite part. I think she's cute. It's adorable. You know what I was just doing? I think I've been keeping a timer on myself, and I've been practicing hands. I've been finding just random YouTube videos of people that do hand tutorial type things and watching them and drawing and sketching along with them. And I'm almost to the point where I can keep up. Not exactly.
Hands and feet and hands.
Hands and feet suck, man. Let's see what she got here. LOL, actually looking at watercolor set right now of paints. Yeah, I set. I wonder, Mads, tell me if you're talking about the paint or the paper, because I just found my new favorite thing. Now, I've always used palettes. I've always used watercolor palettes. Mm-hmm. But the last time I went shopping, I bought the tube watercolor paint. And I'm digging these, man. It's the same paint, but they come in a tube as opposed to a palette. The only thing I don't like is that you have to mix the paint, and sometimes you have to, work at it to get it to be the right consistency kind of thing. The palette gives me a little bit more control about that, I think. But otherwise, I like the fact that when I know I want to do a bigger area, I don't have to worry about going back to the palette every 5 seconds to put paint on the brush. Seriously,
yeah, I work very small, so palettes are the best thing.
Yeah, palette, and that usually, honestly, that has a lot to do with why I was buying the palette, and that's why I was getting the palettes, is I always kind of worked small, and then I started getting into bigger and bigger size canvases. I've only been painting on canvas maybe 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Paint sets, getting frustrated with color selection. Yeah, I kid you not. Just buy a set that's cheap. It's watercolor. Just add water. If you're going to spend any major money on anything art supplies, spend it on the brushes. The brushes you use are 1,000 times more important than this paint. They really are. Cheap brushes don't mean much. They're not even worth. They're really honestly not worth the time it would take to throw them out. Like this brush I'm using is a $6 brush. This one brush, and it's worth its weight in gold. And it literally is about like the only brush I use for a lot of things. But the paints, on the other hand, oh man, I will go to the bargain bin and get. The only thing I don't like is, what do they call these? What is this? They're tempera paint. It's another version of watercolor, but they're made with tempera, which is an egg product, as opposed to whatever they use for other watercolors. I don't even know, but
I have a set that's made with honey.
Right. They thin down too much, too quick or whatever, and I'm like, God dang it.
I can vouch for Van Gogh.
Hit and miss,
which are very cheap. Well, kind of cheap and still light fast, and they have amazing starter brushes.
Yeah, it just when I'm on my big canvas though, like if I do, I just recently did this clown on an 18 by 24. And when I first started on her, I was using all kinds of brushes, and they were mostly the crappy, cheapy ones. It didn't really matter because I was mostly covering the canvas for the most part. But when I start getting into the parts of my paintings where I want to be more controlled and have more detail or that kind of thing, then I get these. I get like this one that I've got going on right here. So I don't know about this figure skater. The what was I gonna say? How often are you sketching or painting or doing what you do?
Oh, that was robot. Was that on my end or your end?
You froze for a second.
I guess that was my internet derp then. What did you say?
How often do you sketch?
You were glitchy. I don't. I was like, I wonder.
Yeah, Doris is glitchy for me.
Is
Okay. Can you hear me, Brianna?
Oh,
I can hear
look who's
you,
here.
yeah.
She was asking, do you sketch daily?
Nobody.
I do
That's so
now.
weird. Mads is here.
Hello.
Mads.
Hey.
Oh, cool.
Max
that.
was here.
Wait a minute. Okay, my. Hold on, no. I think it's me. I think it's my computer. Okay.
I don't know if everyone else can hear Doris okay, but it was like robot voicing in and out here.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I could hear both of you, but you both stopped at certain times, so like.
We're just glitching to each other, Doris. It's fine.
I'm used to glitching. Monkey likes to tease me about going robo every now and then.
Yeah, it just makes me think of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I know. Why did I not It looks like it fixed itself, but for a second there, I was thinking, "Oh my God, am I going to start talking in a robot voice like you guys?" Hi, Mads.
Hi.
She's in the stream. Mads, meet Brianna, Frank, and this is Mads' Mama Bear.
Hello, Mads.
I apologize if I wind up picking up some of the Dutch accent because I grew up around it. Literally half of my kitchen is Dutch food.
She's like, I'm going to apologize in advance that I might start talking.
Yes.
I do that with my, if I ever want to talk in my Louisiana Southern Bayou drawl, all I got to do is call one of my siblings and talk to them for like 5 minutes. And it literally snaps back as if I never left home. And I've lived in San Diego for 32 years.
I pick up accents easily, but this is when I grew up around. So yeah.
I have that with Australian because I grew up with an Australian friend.
Yes.
Oh wow, Australia. That's one of the few places I'd actually be willing to get a passport for.
I'm out. Everything out there tries to kill you, even the trees. I'm like, no.
The trees. Everything tries to kill you. Hello, Mags. Frog says hello, Mads.
Frog.
Froggy. He is in our chat. He has the link. He can come in. He knows that. But he's a great moderator. I love him. He's sweet. He just such a good supporter. I really know that my campaign succeeded because I had people backing me and being supportive and sharing my link and talking about it. And Frog G is definitely one of those.
If Frog G wants to switch, I'll be in the chats and I'll drop the links and he can come here.
Aw. Well, I'm not going to tell y'all what to do. I can have 10 people in this stream, so I got plenty of room for both of you. So.
Well, I know how he thinks. He's like, well, someone needs to be in the chats dropping links because that's what I would be doing.
That's so cute. Frank says, no,
multitasking.
I understand the workings of Frog G's mind. That's so awesome. Yeah. That's amazing. Oh man. I still kind of it's already 11:10. Wow.
Yeah, it's 2:10 right.
It's 1:10 here. So.
This midnight hour of my campaign ending is going to come up on me sooner than I think. And all of a sudden I'm going to look up and go, whoa, it's over? What? It's over? What happened? I can't believe it.
It's funded?
Oh,
Getting the time away.
oh yeah, it funded. I was dying because I went to my son's football game Friday night, and it was one of those few times that I'm not in front of my phone. Like I'm not in front of my camera or my computer. I'm not on my computer. I'm not in front of my phone. I'm at my son's football game, right? And like, yeah, Frog G says 15 minutes to go. And I literally wasn't like I really wasn't paying attention to it. I get home and I actually went to my email first, and then I said I got a what? It said I had a contribution or whatever, and I go look at Indiegogo, and I'm like, it's funded. I was like, what? Holy shit! Oh, it's just been amazing. I couldn't believe it, and I'm like, I'm gonna have so much fun. I really, you guys mark my words, okay? I used to say there's no way you're getting me to do a campaign because I'm not dealing with postage and mailing out shit to people. Mark my words, because in the course of the last 30 days during this campaign, I've done 3 commission pieces that I've mailed to people. I had a piece, 2-piece sell that I brought to the buyer, another I mailed. And you know what I've had the most fun doing? Mailing their art. Like mailing their art. It's the craziest thing, Matt. I'm like, oh, I get a packet and I get this little, I got bookmarks and I got these like little things like I got, where are they? I got these are rad. So here they are. All of the backers are getting one of these. They get one. I'm not going to write on it. It's just going to be sent to them. It's a 5x7 postcard. It is postcard material. They can use it as a postcard or they can frame it. They can do whatever they want with it. But a set of 10 of these was an add-on. I would have loved to have had her sooner, because she actually, quite a few people put her as the add-on to what they backed. So she's on there. She's actually, this girl is called Sweet Girl. She's in one of the, she's the full page image for one of the haikus called Sweet Girl. Nice. Is the name of the haiku. And she is this particular version of her is a graphic illustrated digital version of the original. The original piece does not look exactly like this. The other thing is I finalized the patch design that I'm going to use. I wonder if I can share. I think I can. Let me see if I can. No, I don't want Chrome tab. I want window. Cover pick share. Let me see. Where do I have that saved? I just put it in my blah, blah, blah. No, that's not it. I don't even stop sharing. I don't even know what I'm doing over here on StreamYard. Did my screen even show it? I'm like, no. I should probably go find where the file is. Where did I put that? Oh, here. It's on my desktop. How dumb. It's right there on the desktop. Window. Desktop. This I opened it. Oh, here we go. Mine really, really slow. That's because my, it's like it's telling me this is way too much.
It's too much goodness to be on the stream.
Wow.
Ah. I know that sound.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many books you have published, Dory? I know
so
you
Mads is muted.
Oh, my roboting.
For me, Doris is roboting.
It's in here.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh.
It happens to me all the time. I totally feel for you. Like hosting. There's occasionally it's my turn to host the Queen's Council. So and it happens to me when I'm hosting it, and God, it's so frustrating.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's not having it. Like, I literally have like one bar on the little Wi-Fi thingy that's going right now, and I'm like, dang it. Oh well. But I did. Okay, so actually, I know how I can show it. This is stuff. I just had this.
I think Doris lagging. I saw her leave before she left.
Remembered this earlier. What?
You left, but your hand was
Where'd I go?
still drawing on the screen.
Oh, Frog, you're too sweet.
Oh, that's too funny. It's good. Okay, so this is La Premier Tome. This is the proof copy that I have. Backers will be very, but it's going to have, it will be different places. But there's an image. So there's Sweet Girl that I was telling you guys about. The Sweet Girl with the haiku. So this couple here.
Okay.
Black and white of this, and it's La Premier Tome.
Okay.
So that's what the patch is going to look like. That particular haiku and that particular image holds some pretty personal connection to me, or for me. It's pretty personal. So I decided to go with that rather than use something else in the book, because that one was really, it was written about, I was like, and La Premier Tome, which means the first volume, it's French for the first volume, and not volume one. It's not French for volume one. It's French for the first volume. I only say that because someone told me I misspelled "la." They said I should have used "la," and I'm like, no, that's not correct. And it's the only reason they thought that was saying the first volume. And the series that I put this under is called L'amour Déshabillée, which is French for love undressed. And it's about, getting to this that most of us have. And so the lover's kiss thing was perfect, in my personal opinion. So.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. here, but unfortunately my whole world seems to run on insomnia. So
I can relate to that. That's why it was like, when I slept in on Sunday, when Makani invited me onto the stream, the only reason I couldn't come on was because I'm like that. I don't sleep, or whatever. And then for whatever reason, Saturday night, I was actually up to almost 3 a.m. on Sunday. I think you can chat.
Mm-hmm.
I was up to almost 3 finishing 2 paintings of mine. And then, but even if I had the time to get on the stream, I would have probably had to get off because I couldn't be in that position to sit to even do anything art wise. I had to lay down. I had to put my knees to my chest and lay down. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of so. It is weird how fast the time is flying. It doesn't usually feel like it passes this time. I don't know. Usually when I'm clock watching, it feels like it's going by slow. But not tonight. And I'm like, holy shit, it's already almost 11:30.
Having too much fun.
It's kind of weird. I stream your glitch. Dude. I don't know where I'm going with this girl with all these different colors. I'm using. I wonder. What you doing there, Frank?
I went to go get some water because I was just here and like, oh, I need to take a break. I need to drink something. Okay.
I made a pot.
I might be going soon, but I'll stick it out for a little bit. Where's my pen?
You rock star, you.
So you said you've published before, Dory?
Oh, yeah. This is my Premier Tome is my 8th. Not only had I published before, but I published 2 other poetry collections this year. One was called Magic Man, and it's the accompaniment to, actually should have that. Or no, wait, I'm thinking of someone else. Sorry, Frank. Anyone who backed my campaign got a PDF version of Magic Man. Magic Man was my poetry collection I did that was a tribute to my ex who passed away in April. And I also have an album I did, a spoken word poetry music album that I did along with that book. All of the poems in the book are on the album, and I did my own music for them. And so that was Magic Man word or 4th poetry collection. I don't remember. I'd have to go look. But I have a children's coloring book I did. I have an art book I did. I have a diva meditation book, as you know, using and that volume 1 was published last year or the year before, and I have volume 2 written. You actually got to be on one of my streams, Frank, when I did the topic about remember the topic we did about benevolence?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
On my show?
Yes, that was a good show. I can hear you.
That required an answer. It was a direct question. Oh, okay. Anyway, that was the last of the writing I have for that. Okay. Because I have that book. Other book, which is a narrative poetry novel, which is called This Is Not Emotional Burlesque. That one is also, and I already pretty much have second volume of the haiku series written for the most part. So that'll be another one on my plate, along with a couple of other things.
That's cool. And did you publish them through a publishing company?
I'm a little bit of an
or self-publishing, or how did you do it?
I did my first one that day, and I've been doing them as long as I don't think I'd want to go to a publisher, to be frank. Ideas in there.
Yeah.
In my stuff. I like the freedom that self-publishing has given me. I am going to, for the first time, when I get to the point of doing this next, the poetry, that one I will have edited. I definitely have decided that I'm going to get a professional editor to edit it for me because. Hold on, had to kill a spider. Spider's dead. Oh, my whole life shot just flashed before my eyes, killing a spider. I hate spiders. Thank God it was a looking kind of spider, but I killed. Oh
Life
man,
murder.
I don't know if my internet's gonna hold up for this stream. Shit.
I hope it holds up. I hope it's so, because the moment is coming. 35 minutes.
Yeah, me.
We'll jump on Brianna's stream and we'll continue it there.
I don't have a stream on YouTube. You'd have to move to Twitch
Same
for that.
Now my bars now.
Paper. Yay.
It's
Right.
something else that's an issue. I don't know. But I was going to pull it up and be able to share the account.
Oh no.
If that'll even happen. To it right now to see if it might have
You're roboting a little. So, Brianna, you're gonna get a digital tablet soon, or you're gonna?
I'm at 133.
Okay.
I don't know if Doris is talking or not. I don't hear anything. Anything. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, she's showing a screen.
Hold on.
There, Doris. I see Doris' ear.
Yeah, I'm saving money for a drawing thing.
Oh yeah, you guys can't hear me. I'm on my phone.
I can hear you now.
We can hear you.
That's because I switched to my phone. This
Problem fixed.
This thing is not. It's not having it. My computer, not having it. And so the only way to make sure that I didn't lose the stream entirely from existence was to log into my StreamYard on my phone, which is what I just did. Okay. So I am here on a
smooth though now.
What?
It sounds smooth now.
Yeah, because I hope, I'm thinking my phone's been charging this whole time. Oh good, it did rotate me. Okay. And so I'm going to put this right there. There you go. Yay. That's much better. Like I still really can't share the screen. I can't really do much with like what's going on and like showing comments and stuff. Although I can do that. There is a way to do that on the phone. I've just never really ran my stream on a phone before, but this is better.
Gotta make do.
I know, man. Like that was jacking me. I like literally like it got to the point where there was like I couldn't even hear anybody. So I don't know what the hell that was about.
Technology. I have a hate-love relationship with technology.
Oh, same here.
I will be impressed by technology when it keeps up with me.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Same here.
I mean, seriously, I haven't found a single technological whatever to keep up with me. So okay, yeah. So I can see we still have about 5 people watching. I do know that Frog G is there. I don't know who else may be there, but please say hi if you are there. I don't have the phone on my art anymore, unfortunately, but that's okay.
I do have it open also on the phone, so I can keep an eye on the
Robot
chat.
voice.
Once I have it.
Uh-oh,
will be back.
Max's Robo voice is back.
A scary robot voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, her thing, she was telling us it does that to her sometimes. But yeah, so it says 1 hour's left. Oh no. For a second there I thought it said we had another participant. Still here will be till the campaign closes. Thank you, Froggy. Oh, Mad's left, it looks like.
Yeah, I think to fix it. Rebooting, I guess.
Down below, add a stream.
There we go.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Well, I figured out how to add someone to the stream from my phone. Woohoo! I got that down. Bear with me. I've never ran my stream from a phone, so we'll see how this goes, man. Like,
Well, I do it all the time.
do you? Do you always use a phone? The idea of using a phone is no.
Yeah, I've tried using a computer before. I tried once, and I was having so much problems. Like, I'm just gonna use my phone. And,
yeah, well, I've attended streams with my phone. But I never ran my stream. I've never had to. I've had problems with my internet here and there, but
No, it only acts up when you're live.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? I mean, like, I even had an art stream with like 8 of us or something in there one time, and then there was no problems. I don't know how. Unless it's the time of night.
Maybe.
Now, this time of night,
I can
there
have
shouldn't be a lot.
3. I can run a stream with 3 people. When it gets to 4 people, it gets a little choppy. So, like, okay.
Really?
From well, I mean, I can do 6 people, but like at 3 is like a good number. Also depends when in the week, because how much internet I've been using. So I think if it's earlier, I can like get more people.
I usually, like, I've never really had it do that to me. What it was just doing with me in there like that's unusual. That's a first. I've had it to where it's made my picture kind of blurry, like you can't really see me. I've had to do that, but I've never really had it. That's very very odd. I also thought about not rebooting my computer, but starting from like totally over, like exiting out of it and going back in and stuff, and seeing if that makes a difference. You know what happened? It all started when I tried to share a picture of Patch.
That's usually where it gets me.
I know, it was fine until I did that. I know, and Matt, I don't know what's going on with your microphone, but you sound like a robot.
You sound like a very scary robot.
Okay, I'll switch over to the chat.
I love you.
Love you too.
No,
I don't mind
not our friend today.
the robot voice, but I just thought I'd mention it. So let me see. If I do this, I've done this. I do at least kind of have sort of an idea of how to do the 2 devices next to each other, if I have to do it that way. Okay. So I see everything that way. So this is good. I'll just leave that other thing in the back and start switching over to the chat. Okay. So this is cool. I'll just run it. I'll just run it like this. I can see it. It reloaded. I don't know if it'll feel weird. Oh, I just realized my computer is on me. No, it's the phone. I'm out of my mind. What time is it? It's not even late, and I feel like, is it the time that I'm acting like loopy? Am I feeling loopy? I'm feeling kind of goofy, or is it the fact that my book's about to close at 11:59? What's going on here? It's all very strange to me. So thank you guys for joining me and keeping me company.
No problem.
Super fun to meet everyone in, like, not typing at them.
Yeah.
I
know, right, Brianna? So cool.
You have commentary on that, my dog? Yes, she said woo. You don't know what that means, but she said woo.
Where are you from, Brianna? Belgium or?
Almost Belgium. I'm from the Netherlands. Like
Netherlands,
the
okay.
most southern part of it.
Yeah.
Greg says hi.
Hi, Greg.
Oh, hell. Oh, yeah. I figured out how to put the comments on the screen with my phone, so I'm so proud of myself. Greg says,
Doris learning very quick.
I know, right? I'm like, let me see. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this?
Yeah,
How do I do
I usually do that when I'm running the show on the live stream that we do at the Truck of Creative Cast. Like, I'm usually the one getting the comments on there, and I'll try to get the banners. And I'm like, I'm just gonna forget the banners. I'll just manage the chats.
All right. That my phone, which is it's running off of my Verizon cellular data, is actually it actually streams better and Wi-Fi that's connected to an actual router. That, to me, that just seems bizarre, in my opinion. But it's kind of lame to me. I think it's intentional. I think it's.
Yeah, that sound on Doris' microphone.
What?
I was shaking my fan and I heard it back through your microphone.
Is it? Some of your voices, they sound so messed up.
Well, yours does too.
Yeah, yours got lower and. Okay.
This stream is haunted.
Okay.
Oh man, what the? Let's see.
All right.
Oh my god.
I wonder if the chats can tell us who's roboting the most. Okay. Hey, Brianna.
It's the lamest thing ever.
Our voices feedback. In an awful crunch.
That's what that is. Okay.
That's us.
Okay.
I think it's because my phone is overheating.
That might be.
Don't let it do that.
My phone.
Don't blow up your phone.
It sounds like gremlins munching or crunching every time like we pause and we can hear the feedback.
messed up. Go messed up.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I switched back to the computer.
maybe it helped if I had a break. It
You
sounds
hear
good now.
me?
Yeah.
I can't hear
Yeah.
you, so hold on a second. Okay, there we go. It's because I had the speaker turned down on the computer, because if I use my phone, I have to turn the speaker off on the computer, because otherwise the microphones will interfere with each other. Okay. Greg, you're absolutely right. As soon as I started streaming on my phone, the phone literally, you guys, when I took the phone off that little cradle thing, it was hot to my touch, like super burning hot. Like I just had to set it on an ice cube. Just waiting for the word exterminated nerd humor. Oh my god, it's cute. Interweb gremlins are eating your stream. You know, I was having a whole Langoliers moment. Have you guys ever seen the movie or read the book Langoliers?
I've seen the movie. I haven't read the book.
Yeah, Langoliers. I just had this moment like Langoliers were eating my stream, I swear. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, whatever was going on. So we'll see how long I'm on the computer internet again. And so far so good. So we will see
You
how
only need 20 more minutes.
I know. I know. We just need 20 minutes. Stephen King. I've read it. Mo is back. Look at Mo. Mo tried to leave.
Mo's return.
You know, just when you think you're out, they snag you back in. Mo's back. Greg says, yep. Mo says, I've read it. And Greg says, Stephen King. Yeah, Stephen King's one of my favorites. All-time favorites of all time is Stephen King. And Langoliers is actually one of my favorites that I've read. And it's one of the few where the movie actually, in my opinion, was acceptable. I'm not going to say it was great or I'm really biased. Like, I don't think anything's as good as a book.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Greg, the clusterfuck was entertaining at least. Mo Biggs, yo. And then Greg says, I'm more of a Clive Barker reader. Clive Barker's rad. Yeah. And hail, Greg. So yeah, the clusterfuck with the technology of mine was fucking crazy. That was funny. That was pretty funny. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So, what was I gonna say? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Langoliers movie was awful, bad early CGI. No kidding. I'm not gonna. I totally can agree with that. I do agree with that. CGI in general, in my opinion, is unnecessary. Really. Yeah, I would much rather movies go back to having as much of that. Oh, wow. I just had to go. I'm glad I went check my Twitter because I was there's quite a few people that have shared my stream out that have my poor Robo shit show what did Greg say, clusterfuck stream, like sharing my stream. And I'm like, yeah, this is what we're dealing with, computer stuff. And like, you know, I've streamed for 2-3 hours and 4 stuff, never had that much glitchy weird shit going on. That's so bizarre.
I could say it's because I am here, but
oh my God.
I have a very strange effect on technology. I have a lot of friends that work in ICT and they do not get how I get my equipment messed up in the way I do. They don't understand.
Really?
Yeah, I touch something and it just starts malfunctioning.
Oh my God. Have you ever had, like, maybe you have like a body temperature that's higher than normal people or some weird, like...
I have no idea. I don't do anything. I look at it.
She's got some weird telekinetic thing going on. Let's see what we got. Whether CGI is necessary or not depends on the movie you're making. Greg, has your French side looked at Dory's book? Mo Biggs, not yet. Levitre. I was thinking about that. Like, someone asked me, I've had most people have been pretty respectful and sweet and nice about the book. And I've had a few people give me like the, usually probably someone who wants to make themselves look badass and smart. And they're like, isn't this a book of haikus? But you used French words to title your book. And I'm like, yeah, what's your point? And, like to me, I didn't even think, I wasn't expecting the question. I was like, who cares about this question? Oh, hello, Mr. Aria Blackness.
Hey, what's happening?
Hello,
How
my
we doing?
darling. Look at you. Oh, you're here for oh my God, I'm so excited. Brianna and Frank. This is Aria. If you don't know Aria Blackness, you should know Aria Blackness. He is one of my mentors, one of my guru go-tos that I asked probably a million questions of and got lots of help. Are you sick of hearing from me now, Aria? Are you sick of hearing from me?
Of course not.
You are a sweetheart. Mo shared my link. And Greg says, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I don't know what if that's about my book. Oh man. I was just telling them how someone had made a kind of a sideways comment about the fact that I used French words to name a haiku book, which are about Japanese poems. And I didn't get to the end of it. So I'm glad you joined us, Aria, because all I said to this person was, well, I was raised 45 minutes outside of New Orleans, and I have a huge French background in my background. So for me, it was for my paying homage to my past and my, where I came from as a person. So there.
Well, here's what I'm going to say on this one. Okay. They can go fuck themselves because this is a cool book. It's very unique. You're doing things your way, and I like your style.
Aww. I love you for that. I mean, I love what you just said. I love you anyway, but I love your work. Oh my God, I can't wait to get my book and my patch. Oh, Aria. I gotta get some. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta. I'm so excited he's here. I gotta switch my camera because look what came today. My patch.
What's that?
My patch battle vest came today. It's the vest I'm going to use to put all my iron-on patches on.
Oh, wicked.
Isn't that rad? Look. Ah! And I'm like, oh, you know. I can't wait. I'm going to put my Tellus one on here. I'm going to put my La Premiere one on here. I'm like so excited. It came in the mail just today.
Wicked,
I know, right? I'm excited. I'm going to put it on. And you've seen my t-shirt, right?
I have. And
remember the what do you call it? What's he called? Oh yeah, let me put this. So this is the Grim Reaper, and he is one of the images on a story panel page of the book, and I wrote "Death Can Wait" on it. That is my that is my t-shirt that is in the campaign. It's in there as a perk, or you can back if you back, it's an add-on. Oh wow, my chat's going off. What's going over here? Yes, Greg was talking about books when he was saying, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I'm not gonna be able to paint anymore, you guys. I'm putting that aside. Okay, like wait a minute. We got 10 minutes to showdown. Aria, does Indiegogo give me a countdown of any kind, like a little timer thingy?
I thought you would have one by now. They
Well, you missed the shit show clusterfuck of technology. I was Robo Voice. Mad's Mama Bear.
I did hear some of the Robo voice. It was
okay. Yeah. Oh yes, Adventures of
we were gremlins.
Are you still in demand, Ben?
Yeah.
I am. I'm still in demand. I'll be in demand till probably December.
Okay, yeah, his book's rad, and he has all kinds of goodies in his campaign. Are your goodies different in your in demand? Hold on a sec.
It's mostly the same stuff. I'm thinking though, I'll be taking some perks off, so they won't be available pretty soon. So if anyone wants to get in on, wants the chance to get in on everything, then make sure you do it soon before I remove any perks.
I just put you on solo layout because my brain, it finally slowed down long enough to realize that you were inking.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. So
yes,
this
please.
is one of the pages we unlocked as an extension. So I had to go back and add 2 pages to issue 1 of Tailless. So I was trying to replicate the way I was drawing and cross-hatching and inking back then. I tried to do it. I didn't really do it. He looks like modern Tailless more than anything. But yeah, there we go. So just working away on this one.
Good. So is that a blue line thing you did?
I sketch it out and then ink it, and then I work pretty traditionally.
I didn't know what the blue pencil was before this year. I learned what that was this year, and I've yet to master it. Like I press too hard, and I'm not used to it. And so like I honestly, Aria, I gave up trying to use it because I don't know what it's going to take for me to learn how to not press so hard, because I'd go back and try to pencil behind it, right? I'd go to pencil the blue. But you can see my blue lines. Like even if I erase the blue, I press so deep. I press so deep, I leave a groove. But
you don't really work digital much, though, do you?
No, I'm very all traditional.
It's more of a way to make it easy for you to Photoshop it afterwards, because you can really easily on Photoshop just select blue without touching any of the black ink, and then just get rid of it on Photoshop. That's the reason I do this anyway.
Oh, that's a great idea. You know, I'll have to get some tips from you, because when I was telling them earlier, when I do volume 2, I am going to. So Frog G says, "Hail Aria, hail Greg."
Hail Frog G.
Frog G, yes, Frog G's been modding my night tonight. He's been on it. Mo Biggs and Frog G were here modding for me, and he shared the link for Gun Demon. So Frank, you're in here. You finish your inking your page, dude. He's inking a page too, but he's inking one digitally right now. And so okay. Mads Mama Bear says, loving what Aria is working on. This is from his book Tailless. Mads, this is my first time getting to see Aria actually create. It will not be my last. Frog G says, like the shirt, get your own, and he put the link again. She said, Mo Big says, don't miss out. Aria is merciless about taking away tears. Early backers are the only ones who got a tail. And then Frog put a little upwards arrow. He's probably seconding what Mo said.
I like that. Like the first backers got tails, and then the rest of them got tailless. I like that.
I get it now. Some of these, I love that you explained that joke to me, Aria, because I'm not. It's so funny. I'm the stand-up comic, but I don't always get everybody else's humor. Greg says, you have the best mods in CG here. Absolutely, I do. You bet. And then Frog G blushed. Aw. Yeah, I was telling the gang on Global Frequency earlier tonight. I actually, when I went to sign off, I got brought to tears when I was thinking about all the support that I got and how you can't pick your family, but when your friends pick you, like I was already following a lot of you guys and just already in awe of all of you. But when especially Aria and a few others came and, returned the favor and cross promoted and showed me that they cared, I was like, what? No, who are these guys? And then you guys all wrote me haikus. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do a CG haiku volume.
I don't think you saw the one that I wrote, because I ended up missing the stream.
But I thought I did. I'm almost positive I have it saved. I have a Word document. And my computer is wiggy right now. The last time I tried to open a document is when my Robo voice started. So I trust me, Aria, I will get it from you, because I have so many haikus written for me. And did you see the post about the guy who backed Wyman of Wise Guy? he said I'm allowed to say it. He backed the perk where he got to write a haiku for volume 2.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote the haiku. Mo says she needs Felix to complete the set, Greg. And then Greg says, I didn't know you do stand-up comedy. Yeah, I started doing stand-up comedy 16 years ago. I'm looking at some point next year after I get these 3 projects of mine that are the ones that are waiting. When I get them done, my 2022 project is to find a sequential artist who's willing to partner on a comic book with me, because I have 16 years of comedy romance writing done. And the comic is called The Amazon Beauty Does Dating, which is a joke.
Yeah, Amazon Beauty Does Dating.
Correct. Have you ever heard of Debbie Does Dallas? It's a porn from the 80s. Okay, so I'm gonna put us all back on, and then let me try to. Brianna, you've never met Arya, have you, Brianna?
No, I watched. I was in the chat a couple of times when he got promoted or was around.
When he was probably.
Oh, well, thank you. Nice to meet you.
And I know you know Frank. I'm assuming you know Frank, right? You guys know each other.
I might have seen him, but
maybe
you would have
not.
to remind me. Maybe not.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty new here.
Greg says, I'm in pre-production for a comedy movie starring Rodney Norman. And he says, Debbie Does Dallas sounds like an inspiring story. So I'm not a porn actress. I'm not a porn star. But The Amazon Beauty Does Dating is a hysterics comedy romance comic book about a woman who's trying to date at a certain age with old school ideas. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter and read any of my comedy, then you wouldn't get it yet. But one of my best days of comedy is when I'm unfriended or blocked because of a joke. Mo Big says Frank and Dallas are just friends. Okay, so we got 2 minutes until the campaign is done.
No, really?
Yeah, really.
2 minutes.
2
Hang on,
minutes.
I gotta get 2 minutes.
I made you something to celebrate, Dory. Just now.
I know. We need a noisemaker. Do you have a noisemaker? I don't have a horn or nothing.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Jimmy! Aw, Jimmy, get a cake.
I made you cake.
Nice.
Okay.
You know what? The fact that I funded it all is shocking. It's just to follow Dory.
I was
on
looking
Twitter.
at your campaign just now, and you have done very well. You did very well for yourself.
Thank you.
I was thinking it's comparable to what we did on Twisted Fairy Tales. So you alone did the exact same numbers that we did as four guys in the UK on Twisted Fairy Tales. So you should be very proud of yourself. You did very well.
I think the main thing was that I got the help that I needed from my mentors. The fact that you took the time you took to not only look over my book, but also look over my campaign, immeasurable. That kind of guidance is immeasurable. And the main thing I know I had on my side, that was not on my side, but a good thing about what I had to offer was art. A lot of the artwork.
Yeah.
That one painting, Olive, that's going to be the cover of Volume 2, she went within the first 30 minutes of the campaign launching. Okay, it's 11:59. Is it officially over? Can I officially feel off the spot or out of the spotlight? It's kind of over it. Do you get like that ever, Arya? Do you ever get tired of promoting and being out in the middle of everything to do what you do?
Oh, I'm over it already.
He's so over it. I know, right? I'm so over this, and I love you guys, and I can't believe I just did a campaign.
Yay. Wow.
Good
Hey,
job.
well done to you. Well done.
More people. Now I get why I was encouraged to do a campaign and do a campaign, even though I've been self-publishing and I have 7 other publications before this one. The only book that more people have that they actually paid for or have for free of mine is Magic Man, and that's because it was my ex who died. But other than that, this book will be the most number of this like one thing that a lot of people will have. And that just blows my mind. That just blows my absolute mind. And I have haikus to write for my backers that I get to personalize for them and create digital artwork for them. I have people that backed part of volume 2. I get to do the artwork to go with the poem that was written for volume 2. Frog G posted for Twisted Fairy Tales, the best fairy tale anthology, not suitable for children. That sounds right up my alley. Anytime you say it's not okay for all ages, I'm like, well, I might need to look at that one. I don't think I've backed this one. I'm gonna have to go look at that. Thank you, Greg. He says grats. Mo Biggs says well done. Mo Biggs, my God, is so cute. Mo, what did Mo say? He said goodbye like, I don't know, a half hour or so ago, but he came back. He couldn't take it, right, Mo? He's like, I gotta go check this. I gotta go be there for midnight. And Frog G says, and close. Congratulations. Thank you.
Now it's official because Frog G has spoken.
No shit. That is some true shit. Between him and Mo, if they've talked. Wait,
oh, it's gone.
What's Arya showing us?
Just closed. Just went on my laptop. Oh, that's
I will
sad to see it go, but well done. You did very well.
Thank you. Well, one of the things that I did promise my backers, and I stand by it, is the book that my backers that backed before midnight, they will be getting an edition of this book that does not exist. Like the one I have here, this author's copy I was showing you guys, it's fine. Arya has seen it. He's actually seen everything in this one. He has seen the entire interior. The only thing, well, not the only, but a few of the things that's going to be different is I am lettering it with my own font that I hand created with my own writing. So the edition, yes. So Indiegogo backers that backed before midnight, they're not getting this version. This version is what's on Amazon, and it's going to stay like that. So when I do this book, there's not going to be much difference to it, really. I'm going to take the same manuscript, but the one that my Indigo backers are getting is going to be better, is the point. It's going to be. That's my point. It's better.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there. That's the philosophy, right? Like, you do something extra for your Indiegogo backers.
Of course. It's not to say if you were to go order this off of Amazon, trust me, you're getting a great book. I really believe that the book, just the way it is, this would be sufficient to send to my backers, just the way it is. Is it okay for me, like, to send to my people that made this whole fucking 30 days that I was going to throw up over worth my life? Like, oh my God. Like, do you have any idea? Yes, actually, Arya does know exactly what I went through. He knows exactly what I went through for the last 30 days. He's been there, done that. And he's still at it. He's still in demand. So yeah, emotionally, but it was worth it. Mads, thank you. Mads says congratulations. Frog G also says about Twisted Fairy Tales, I'm not associated with the frog in that story. He's just got, it's not me, and you can't prove otherwise.
Who would want to be? He's a filthy frog. He's absolutely filthy.
This is why he doesn't want to be associated with that frog or known to be that frog. Is that why? Oh, that's too funny. Oh my God.
Just wait till you read my story, then no one will want to be associated with me.
I couldn't imagine that. I really can't imagine that.
I think we've gone. We're trying to claim awards here with my Twisted Fairy Tales entry, and that award is most filthy comic book of the year.
Wait, am I confused? Twisted Fairy Tales is different than Tailless, or is it the same?
No, different book.
Okay. Like
Tailless is my personal book.
You guys will forgive me for not knowing exactly what all of you are talking about. I'm like, I thought I was following everybody. Wait, did I miss one? I had my own campaign. You know what, Arya? You know what I have felt bad the most about? I feel like I have been slacking on my promoting other people's campaigns this month, and I feel bad.
Oh no, the thing is, in your last month or whatever, you've got to focus on yourself. You've got to get your own campaign going. You've got to
Thank you, because I and I know I'm not just blowing smoke up y'all butts. I'm like on it, man. Like I'm all over people's campaigns and sharing. I'm not like Franco and Mo over here in chats, but like I'm not doing that. Like I don't do the mod thing all that well. As you can see, my streaming's kind of a shit show like it was tonight. So, but
Yeah, you say that, but you have done a great job of promoting campaigns, streams, whatever. You were on it last night with the bargain bin stream. You were the first person to share it. That wasn't Dave, Jacobus, or Rob. So, so we do appreciate that.
Thank you. I am kind of biased where you're concerned, Arya, so I'm going to just tell you that right up front. But I would have shared it anyway. Even if those guys, even if you hadn't been on, if like you were, couldn't make the show, I still would have shared it. But you're like, ooh, don't tell the other guys on Bargain Bin I said that. I'm kidding. This is a live stream. They clearly can come back.
I'm definitely going to say that because I like dragging to them.
Definitely going to say that. Crimson Owl says, "What's up, everyone?" Well, we just closed out my book, and we're officially done and over. It's all good gone. Oh man, I'm gonna have so much fun packing up everything. And like you weren't on yet when I was talking about this, Aria, but I used to joke about how like you're not getting me to be some mailing person who mails shit to people. That's just not gonna be me. But then I launch a campaign, right? And like over the last month, I've done a bunch of paintings and I did some commissions. And so I'm mailing my paintings out, right? And I'm like getting all good girly on it. Like I'm like putting little like sketch cards in there, and I got a bookmark, and I got these other things. I got all this stuff going in these packets to these people that commissioned me. And I was telling Brianna and Frank earlier, I'm like, I'm looking forward to fulfillment. I'm gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like it's gonna be like when I wrap everything up for my kids for Christmas morning. I kid you not. This is the best creator. No offense, you youngster guys, but I'm a 51-year-old mom of 2. You know what that's gonna be like when I start doing your packaging? I was cracking up at myself. I'm like, oh my God. All right.
It's a lot of fun to send people things that makes them happy, right?
The little things. Exactly. So true. Okay. So I have been sitting in the same position for a little over 2 hours now. I definitely need a human break. And before we go, I am going to give us all an opportunity of talking about ourselves a little bit. And I'm going to start with Frank, since Frank was here first. So tell us what you've got going on, where people can find you, what project you've got coming up. What's up with Frank?
Well, you can find me on Salazar Art Nation on YouTube and on Instagram. On Twitter, I'm Nation Salazar. Mostly I just post links and some art. I am currently working on a mini comic series, Captain Goggles and Masked Woman, and I think I'm on the 3rd book, on the 3rd issue, and I'm actually turning that into 16 pages. So once I finish that, I'm going to close out that series, and I'll print out some copies here at home, sell them. You can reach out to me, and I'll send you some. But then we're going to reboot that, and we're going to turn it into a graphic novel. We're going to do some revisions. We're going to change some character designs.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one where Anna is doing a script for it, and I'll be doing the art. And the issue that I'm doing right now, we're both doing artwork. She did pencils, and I've been inking them. So the art is improving a lot. So hopefully I can carry that over to the graphic novel. And that's the one when once we you're
going to do a campaign for at some point. Okay.
Yes. Once we get all of it done, or at least like 90% of it done, we want to do a campaign for it. We're already talking about like, oh, we can do this as a tier, we can do that. Like people have done fan arts for us. So I was like, oh, we can include some fan arts in there. And well, of course, we'd reach out to people and ask for permission.
And, I don't know. I haven't had anyone do anything. I mean, they've written me haikus, but I haven't had anyone do fan art. I don't really have, unless someone wants to go draw at the Amazon Beauty, but she technically hasn't been released to the in that way yet. She's on my webtoons, but it's all my art right now. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining me tonight and hanging out and keeping me company and helping close out my book with me. I appreciate it. Such an amazing time to have you guys here. And then we're going to switch over to Brianna.
My dramatic lighting going on.
You mostly art right now. Now you're doing art more, but you're right. You write books. That's what you do.
Yes, I write books for a living and I do art for fun.
She gets paid. Okay, what did you write recently? What books should we go looking for?
Well, my work up so far has been in Dutch, so I'm not sure if that's very useful, but I'm currently working on a fantasy series about the chosen one trope with a twist, and I'm going to try and get it out next year, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
And although I'm going to share my art endeavors on Twitch, where I'm under the same name, and I hang out on Instagram and Twitter mostly. And
she and I hang out and chat for a lot of live streaming together sometimes.
Yes, that too.
I'm definitely a live streamer in the chat, girl. Okay, and then of course, the man of the hour. No offense to anyone who's here. I'm in awe.
What are you talking about? This is your hour.
I know, but this is my first. I live stream art all the time, and I don't really see you doing this live. You don't really do this live, do you?
No, it's because I struggle to draw live quite a lot because I like talking, so I end up talking more than I draw. But
I can relate to that. I've had times where it's kind of like it's really hard to try to do both. Frog did put all of the links in chat for Salazar Art Nation for his Twitter and for his YouTube. Mo says, hail the panel, hail the chat. Frog G, want to follow Aria on Twitters? Twitters, of course. As soon as I saw the S, I knew how to say Twitters. No, seriously, I was just kind of like in awe because as long as I've known you now, this is the first time I've gotten to see this process. And I don't know, I don't think you know this, but I did not go live for the first time until Mother's Day of this year. Mother's Day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, for art. Okay, doing art. I've had my spotlight show. I've done my spotlight show since last year. That I can do. You can give me a microphone. On a stage with stand up. I got no fear, no qualms, nothing. You want me to do a talk show? Be your host as a talk show? I got you. But to do a live stream art thing, fuck no. Yeah, if it wasn't for finding people like Rich Parada and Christy Shen and Makini, people that were live streaming, I would have never done this. I would have never come on here and live streamed. I've live streamed on Mother's Day for the first time. And now I can't get enough. And I have so much content that my kids hate it when I say this, but if I died tomorrow, they could literally sit back and watch me for weeks. And weeks. And
that's one way to put it. Yeah.
I know. Like now I do it for posterity and okay, what we got here. So yes, of course. He is on it. The man. Yeah. He's got your Twitters, and then
Thank you, dude.
This is your YouTube channel. This is for Aria Blackness. So tell me, Aria, I know where to find you and how to find you, and I'm for the most part got your schedule down. I know where to be on Mondays for sure. But tell everybody what you've got going and what you would want to share now, and and obviously if you want to know how to find him, Frog G's on the case, and he's got all the links in there, man. Tell us, which is still in demand. You said until December.
Yeah, till we start shipping out in December. Thanks, Frog G, for the links. So here's what I wanted to say, right? I do the Bargain Bin show. Dory and I were on Red Valkyrie's art auction the other day. And me and the Bargain Bin boys are coming up with some ideas for some big shows towards the end of the year. So I would love to do a bargain bin art auction. We want to do a charity piece, some sort of jam piece. It would be really cool to see your fellow Dory on the bargain bin art auction. That would be wicked. So keep an eye out for that. Bargain bin is every Monday, 8 p.m. GMT on my channel or Jacobus Go Texas channel. And yeah, keep an eye out for that. That would be really cool. Yeah. The other thing I'll tell you is today at 10 a.m. Eastern, and that's 3 p.m. UK time. I'll be on Wise Guy's channel talking to him all about Taylor's. So if you want to find out more, head over there, and I'll see you on Wise Guy's channel.
Yeah, I was on his channel on Thursday, I think. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my thinking is, because I'm in demand now, I wasn't going to spend a lot of time promoting the campaign, but then when Wise Guys asks you to come on his show, you don't say no. I love talking to that guy. He's brilliant.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna, as every time I try to do anything else on my computer, my StreamYard gets all wiggy, so I'm gonna just have to go to his channel after
that would
this
be
and
those
see if
robot
he's.
noises.
Yeah, well, I when I sub to YouTube channels, I always make sure to hit the notifications, so I'll be all right. I'm sure I'll good. But you said, tell me the time you're on Wise Guys again.
10 a.m. Eastern. That's 3 p.m. UK time.
Holy shit! What time is it where you're at? Probably the same as Brianna. I think you and Brianna are probably at the same time zone.
Just gone 8:15.
He said,
It's
12. I am an hour in the future for Arya.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So he's 8 hours ahead of me. Does that mean you're 7 ahead of me?
9, I think.
9.
9. I told you I'm not good at this. Oh, good. Okay, so Frog G did, yeah. So he, of course. Why would I even doubt this? He went and got the link for why. This is actually the channel to subscribe to the channel. Well, I'm really like that's as much as I got, you guys. I'm out. I don't know what else to say. I'm glad. I wanted everybody to get a chance to go around and talk about their projects and what's going on with them. And I have been trying to do some daily, like during the day kind of art streams. I know Arya can't make it sometimes, but I will continue to think of you and invite you just in the off chance that you're free. I'm glad you got to pop in tonight. I'm super excited, and I want to thank you again for all of your guidance and all of your hard work to make me feel welcomed. I'm gonna get comfortable.
Oh, nonsense. You should be very proud of yourself. You did well.
Thank you. You know, I posted, I have one of my stand-up jokes is, a lot of my stand-up jokes is actually hidden messages from the Diva Dory that talks about spirituality. I mean, I make fun and I make jokes a lot, but a lot of it is really hidden agenda. I'm not going to fucking lie about that. And one of my favorite poets, one of his quotes is that orphans and alcoholics, drunks and orphans know, or they understand the devil side of the story. And it always stuck with me, this quote of his, because I was a foster kid. I didn't have parents. I didn't have anyone taking care of me. I was a foster kid in the system. And I turned 18 at 18 years old. And I'm like, out of high school, they're like, see ya, go do your life. And that's what I've been doing for a really long time. So no matter how old I get, no matter how many decades I've been here, no matter how much work I've got behind me or experience or wisdom, still to this day, I'm always shocked when someone cares about me enough to suit up and show up and be there to support me. It shocks me because I didn't know what that was like growing up. So that's where the tears come from. And I appreciate you so much, all of you in chat. Greg said night, guys. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm gonna get all like before I got a frog in my throat, and it's not anything on a good level at all. I should probably sign out of here. So I have a video that I'm just gonna hit to play at the end of this. I'll probably hit the haiku video, and when it's done playing, I'll hit the offline. Will not be upset or offended if you guys are gonna sign off while it's playing. You can totally. Or you could just stay and be here when we're offline. You can definitely stick around and be in the green room or be right where you are. Won't be upset if you just log off. But for all of you that are watching, thank you for coming and joining me tonight and hanging out with me. Thank you for everyone who's been in chat, Mo Biggs and Greg and Crimson Al and of course Frog G, who has been modding this whole night. He continues to just blow my mind with how supportive and wonderful he is. On that note, later all, Mads Mama Bear, yes, thank you very much. Mads was in our stream for a while and hung out with us, and I apologize that we didn't have a better system to stream and like not get all like, anyway, the Wi-Fi, world of Wi-Fi. So with that, I'm going to hit play on this, and I love you all, and thank you so much for coming out.
Shall we begin?
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Let's begin now.
Ignore me no more, or forever miss me gone. Stop caring,